Hello everybody, welcome to Art and Psychotherapy, a channel where we discuss mental health topics and psychotherapeutical techniques involving expressive and creative exercises. Today in this video we are going to talk about avoidance, especially about distracting your mind so as not to be in contact with your own feelings. And what is distraction? Well, it can take many shapes and sizes. It can present itself as preferring to read a book or watch TV or endlessly scroll on the internet. It can take the form of jogging, just so to run away from your problems, or to endlessly watch the clouds. So, distracting your attention can sometimes be a good and adequate manner to manage your emotions on the spot. But if you use it frequently and in all of the situations where you feel emotions that are uncomfortable to you, then it might become a hindrance in your personal growth. Now let's approach this distraction of attention through creative techniques, and let's see how we can bring awareness for the consequences of it, and awareness of the manners in which we distract ourselves. In this exercise, I'm going to invite you to draw yourself or a symbol of yourself and all the distraction methods that you use, that you are aware of at this present moment, and also try to integrate this into a kind of a landscape or a graphic or an abstract representation of their effects on short term and effects on the long term of using these strategies. And I'm going to practice on myself so as to show you how it would look in practice, but I clearly invite you to practice on yourself and allow your consciousness to expand and become aware of the smaller or bigger strategies you use to distract your own mind from what is really bothering you or from what is really difficult to acknowledge. So let's see how this looks in practice. To begin with, I'm going to take a little moment to focus and to identify in my mind the strategies that I use for myself to distract myself from emotions, and also to get a glimpse in my interior of the consequences I see in the short term and the long term. And the inner image I get is a landscape. It's very spontaneous. So I will be drawing now, and I hope you can follow me. Again, it's not about the quality of what I paint. I'm not making a painting to put it up on a wall. Rather, I am making something that depicts my own interior world. So, with the eye of the mind, I just saw something like this. And I'm gonna go about really quickly as I can. And here would be the strategies that I use that are kind of foggy around me. I'm not gonna make it like this. I'm not gonna dwell too much on it. So this is like a cloud, the cloud of distraction. You know the saying, you have your head in the clouds. And for me, a major one would be the scrolling, like a very great temptation, or getting lost in books and in stories. Daydreaming. Daydreaming. I'm gonna make it like this. Also looking to see the beauty around me, which is sometimes helpful, but sometimes is truly just a way to appease myself. So I have these 4 strategies for now, and I'm gonna start looking at the consequences, and I'm gonna put color here because this is how I feel, and it's more in connection to what I saw in my mind's eye. So it feels like the immediate effects are peace, tranquility, like a little cloud of green grass. And again, I'm not looking to make it picture perfect, but I am aiming to show the symbols. But if I move further away in time, if I were to keep up with these strategies on and on and on and on and on, the scenery would change. And I'm going to show this through different shades of green. Now these shades of green, they go from beautiful lively green to this green I don't like, and I specifically chose it because I don't like it, because it depicts very well the fact that the consequences I might suffer if I go on like this would be per se consequences I don't like myself. And we're going to come with some awareness into it. But I also want to add the clouds. So I'm going to make the sky. So here is my cloud. And my strategies. I might have a bit of relief. And things might seem like the sky is clear again and everything is okay. But problems always have a way to come back and to ask you to solve them. And we know this already. Life teaches us a lot. I'm going to depict this here. This is the bubble. We all have got our own bubbles. And the bubble is not a problem per se. The problem comes when we do this in contexts that are not useful to us. The problem comes when we do it too much. Daydreaming can be a source of inspiration and creativity, and you can use that daydreaming to improve your life and to dare to imagine and create. But done too much, it definitely disconnects you from reality. So I'm going to make another thing here, a swift transition to some kind of other sky, which is, I don't know which color. Oh, I took black. I didn't know, but it's welcome. I'm gonna enjoy this color I've taken. And I'm gonna use some yellow. What does avoidance do? It sometimes deprives us of what is fertile in our life. So I'm going to make here some sand. It's like a desert. It's luminous, it's yellow, but it's an illusion. It's not the yellow of the sun. It's not bringing life. It's desert. So this shows to me that as I feel it, if I would go on like that, things would be deserted in my life. The things that are important to me would be forgotten. Okay, I'm gonna add some color here too for myself. Like this. This is a very strong pink. Unexpectedly strong, not what I would have preferred to have, but since it showed up like this, there must be a reason for it. It's very optimistic. I'm gonna use this. Sometimes we can also enjoy how color flows, and it's how it surprises us. Okay, so again, the importance here is not to make it picture perfect, but just to express the things that are important to me. And now I'm going to write my ideas on it so as not to forget about them. So here I would have my short-term consequences. That would be that every time I look at nature and I spot beauty, I would feel my mood being elevated. I would get some forgetfulness about the bad things. I would enjoy reading other materials, and I would get lost in the world of fiction maybe, or of reading professional books. So I would get the benefit of some sort of improvement. But there are other things that if I keep like this on the long term, there are things I miss. I miss emotional signs about my own development. I miss important relationships. That require honesty. And if I were to look at the desert part here, there would be the things that I run away from, and they are deserted here. So these would be tasks that I'm running away from because they seem challenging. So this is how it looks to me, and of course when I dwell more about it, I can even come up with more information about what is going on inside. So here we are back from the practice. This is how the final drawing looks like. And I want you to draw this for yourself as well, to explore it in any other metaphorical way which it might come to you, and ask yourself these questions in order to process the drawing you have made. First of all, what strategies have you identified in yourself? Yeah, make sure you symbolize them. Make sure you give them some space in your drawing. Also ask yourself, from what am I running away from? What are the feelings that are tough for me to feel? What are the thoughts that are a discomfort to me? What persons am I avoiding and why? What situations? How do I feel in those places or with those people? Yeah, so just to get a picture of what you are avoiding. Then you should also ask yourself, what are the short-term consequences of the distraction methods you are using? Of course, there can be benefits, but also costs. And be sure to have them clear in your mind as well. And if you have a journal, an art journal, you can write these ideas there. And also the last question would be, what are the long-term consequences of using these distraction methods? How do they affect my life long-term? What am I missing? What's going on with me? How am I evolving as a personality if I keep using that? How am I evolving professionally if I keep using that? How is my health going on if I keep doing that? Yeah, so also make sure to think and to imagine and to address that, because just by looking at it, you can imagine, what is the path I want to take? Is this it? Maybe I want to break the bubble. Maybe I want to take my head off the clouds and get some real feeling of what is inside of me. So the next thing for you would be to start noticing yourself. It would be to connect to yourself, and when you feel the spirit of distraction coming into you, when you feel you are tempted to scroll endlessly on your phone, ask yourself this: is this what I want for myself? Is this truly what I want? There must be another way, and there is, of course there is. But the first step is becoming aware of yourself. So start noticing the patterns, and from then on you can also evolve. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.